The Amazon River is notorious for harboring monsters, such as this fearless mammal that regularly takes on caimans, and this confirmed man-eater. But first, find out why a fish this small can dish out a world of pain. Number 15. The Candiru. The Candiru proves that you don't have to be a large animal to cause a huge amount of pain. It's a tiny, parasitic catfish that has a tendency to find its way into, for lack of a better term, undesirable places in order to suck an organism's blood. To put it bluntly, they have developed a particular liking to swimming up a person's urethra. Let me just stop for a moment to let you realize how painful that can be. Once inside, they lodge themselves in using backward-pointing spines on their head. Secured, the blood-feeding frenzy commences. At this point, passing the tiny catfish like a kidney stone is impossible, and removing it will require surgery. Number 14. The Giant Amazonian Leech. While they do creep most people out, they are not particularly threatening. But as we're talking about a leech that infests the waters of the Amazon River here, this one is slightly different. Because while other leeches live on a diet of blood, these ones are full-blown carnivores and can be seen swallowing up worms and small insects. Still, they can't resist a blood meal, and you can see them often feeding on the blood of caimans, anacondas, capybaras, and domestic cattle. Probably the largest freshwater leech, the giant Amazonian leech can grow up to 17.72 inches long and 3.93 inches wide. They are particularly good swimmers and can be found under rocks or in debris in the water. They're not all bad though, as their saliva is sometimes used as a medical treatment to break down blood clots in humans. Number 13. The freshwater stingray. Freshwater stingrays are generally non-aggressive, but they are still one of the most feared animals that swim in the Amazon River. And fear them you should, because although docile, they inflict more human injuries yearly than any other animal in Amazonian rivers. Stingrays get their name from the sharp, pointed, and often serrated barb located at the base of their tails. They use this barb for self-defense, and their stings are always painful and often poisonous. Unfortunately, most of these poisons are deadly to humans. Number 12. The Mata Mata Turtle. A monster only in looks but not in demeanor, the Mata Mata turtle is as strange as they come. It's a freshwater turtle species found in northern regions of South America, primarily in the Amazon and the Orinoco basins. It looks more like a leaf than a turtle, which is an advantage given that the Mata Mata is lazier than the average turtle. It blends seamlessly with leaves lying at the bottom of shallow ponds, where it lies motionless, waiting for fish to swim near its mouth. When one is near enough, it opens its mouth, which creates a vacuum that literally sucks the fish in. They are highly sought after in the pet trade, which is the main reason why wild populations have been slowly decreasing, because although they keep well as pets, they rarely mate in captivity. Number 11. The Giant Otter. Mammals don't usually get into lists about river monsters, but the giant otter has certainly earned its place. Growing to around 6 feet long, giant otters are the largest of its kind, and can only be found in the rivers and creeks of the Amazon, Orinoco, and La Plata river systems. These huge members of the weasel family swim by propelling themselves with their powerful tails and flexing their long bodies. They also have webbed feet, water-repellent fur to keep them dry and warm, and nostrils and ears that close in the water. They have truly evolved for hunting in water. They hunt alone or in groups, and although their primary prey is fish, they have been known to take on larger prey, sometimes as large as caiman. Number 10. The Piraiba. Growing to 3.6 meters long and weighing up to 200 kilograms, the Piraiba is a true river monster. They are so big, it has been reported that these river monsters turn over fishermen's canoes on a regular basis. Piraiba have elongated, bulky, silvery gray bodies with white bellies, which make them look a little bit like sharks. They are easily distinguished by long barbels and red markings on the lips. These fish are fierce predators and will often hunt smaller fishes that also call the Amazon home. However, it has been known to try other, more exotic cuisine, as it has been observed gulping down monkeys. Humans are also on the menu, as Piraiba attacks on humans have also been documented. Number 9. The Electric Eel. So named because of their literally shocking personalities, electric eels are some of the most dangerous creatures you can find in the Amazon River, and are known for their aggressiveness and carnivorous nature. An electric eel's body is quite unique, as all its internal organs are crammed into around 20% of the eel's body. The rest of the space is packed with specialized electric cells that act like batteries. With that much of their mass being devoted to producing electricity, it's no wonder that they can zap out more than 600 volts. Fatal attacks on humans are rare, but they are not harmless either, as people have been known to drown after being shocked. Number 8. The Payara. Although not bloodsuckers, the Payara or vampire fish gets its name from its terrifyingly long fangs. These fangs can extend a whopping 4 to 6 inches, and they're so big that Payaras are born with holes in their upper jaws that can house them. Although smaller than some Amazon River giants, they are still quite big and grow up to 3 feet long and weigh up to 30 pounds, with the heaviest on record weighing 40 pounds. These ferocious hunters are constantly on the prowl for their next meal, and they don't let anything get in the way of dinner time. They've been known to chase off medium and large-sized fish that they don't want to eat just so the water will be clear for the fish that they do want to consume. Number 7. The Pacu. Among all the river monsters featured in today's list, the Pacu is the one that really gives me the creeps. Why? 3 words: human-like teeth. Related to piranhas, Pacu are herbivorous fish, hence their weird choppers. These fish make amazing pets. In fact, Pacus are also known to develop personalities as they grow older and can sometimes recognize their owners. Their fascinating behaviors make them a popular choice among aquaria enthusiasts. Number 6. The red-bellied piranha. Let's now move on to the Pacu's ill-tempered cousin. Red-bellied piranhas are South American fish with razor-sharp teeth that has built a terrible reputation because of their feeding frenzies. They live in groups called a shoal, and people think that these fish travel in groups so that they can overwhelm prey in a choreographed feeding frenzy. If you've seen a school of these fish turn what was once an intact body into nothing but bone, then you already have an idea on how nasty these fish actually are. There have been many documented cases where piranhas attack humans, but all in all, those kinds of attacks are rare and will only happen when their normal prey is scarce and are desperate with hunger. Number 5. The Arapaima. One of the world's largest freshwater fish species, Arapaima can grow to 15 feet long and weigh up to 440 pounds, although admittedly none of that size has been found in decades. The biggest ones you can find now are about 6 feet long and 200 pounds. Unique among fish for being exclusive air breathers, Arapaimas can only stay underwater for 10 to 20 minutes. They tend to stay near the water's surface before coming up to breathe, using a modified swim bladder that opens into the fish's mouth and acts like a lung, creating a distinct cough-like sound that can be heard from quite a distance. These fierce predators prey mostly on fish, but can do short bursts of speed to leap out of the water to grab birds, lizards, and even small primates from low-hanging trees. Number 4. The red-tailed catfish. The red-tailed catfish is another one of the Amazon River giants. They grow up to 7 feet in length and can weigh upwards of 200 pounds. These catfish are found throughout much of the Amazon, Orinoco, and Essequibo river basins of South America. Known to be very slow movers, they rely on ambush to get their prey. They are so huge that this catfish has been blamed for children disappearing in the Amazon River. A distinct possibility, as these fish have built a reputation for being highly aggressive. They are very opportunistic and will prey on anything small enough to eat that gets too close to them. And with that, it's now time for today's best pick, which is the largest living snake on the planet. It's also one of the most feared animals of the Amazon River Basin. Find out more about it next. Number 3. The green anaconda. The green anaconda is large, has sharp teeth, it can crush you like you were made of Play-Doh, and it can swallow you whole. If that doesn't qualify it to be a river monster, then I don't know what does. Found in the Brazilian Amazon and some other parts of South America, it is one of the most feared and revered species of the Amazon. Growing up to 30 feet long, a 12-inch girth, and weighing 550 pounds. They live in swamps, slow-moving streams, and marshes of the Amazon, where they remain nearly completely submerged in the water, waiting to strike on the unsuspecting prey that comes to drink the water. They have been labeled as man-eaters, but quite unfairly so, because although there are several reports saying that these giant snakes have eaten humans, none of them can be fully verified. Number 2. The Black Caiman. The black caiman lives in the lakes, slow-flowing rivers, and seasonally flooded savannas of the Amazon basin, and is often regarded as the biggest predator of the Amazon ecosystem. Not a picky eater, it feeds on a variety of birds, reptiles, fish, and mammals. If the prey is too big to swallow whole, they simply tear out bite-sized pieces of flesh and bone. In fact, it's not uncommon for people to see one of these creatures lugging around a torn leg of some animal. This powerful creature can take on any animal that unknowingly ventures into its territory, and that also includes humans. Between January 2008 and October 2013, black caimans attacked 43 people, but fortunately, less than 1/5 of these attacks were fatal. Number 1. The Bull Shark. There was a time that I thought a shark could never be considered a river monster, but I was so wrong. Bull sharks specifically have learned how to hunt to survive in rivers, which are primarily freshwater. Bull sharks inhabit quite shallow waters, which means that they do have a great opportunity to interact with humans, because the two species tend to share the same areas. What's worse is that bull sharks are only one of the few animals who have the gall to attack another creature the same size, or even bigger than themselves. Again, bad news for humans. These shallow water hunters are known man-eaters, and there have been many documented on them doing so. See you guys next time.